You're beautiful. Y-O-U-R-E.
You are.
You know it costs to live like this. I got a bad little boss bitch.
What's poppin', y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are joined here by my lovely sister AP. And this is going to be the first of a new series we're calling Sister Says. So if you follow Amanda on Instagram, I'll have it somewhere on the screen. She's known to go on these rants, okay? What they call it, Pastor Parker, Preacher Parker.
They do call me Pastor Parker.
They call her Pastor Parker. So, you know, over the past few months, we've been talking a lot about utilizing that platform because a lot of people enjoy hearing her voice and a lot of people enjoy hearing her opinion. It can sometimes, you know, shake the table.
Okay? Now
this
back to
bitch
that
is
one.
shaking the table.
But it is entertainment overall. So after, you know, discussing it, we were like, well, let's do a segment on my YouTube channel called Sister Says, where we just go in on various topics. We're just gonna sip wine. We might have some mukbangs in there. We're gonna, you know, just add our little 2 cents in. Today we do have wine. What is this?
It's Roscato. It's a sweet bread. It's kind of like a dessert wine. You know, it has a little fizz to it. You know, a little bubbly.
Okay, let's watch on the floor.
You see me.
So we're about to pop this open, and the topic for this video, I'm gonna talk about courting, you know, sliding in the DMs, how to maintain a woman. And granted, these opinions are our own, okay? So yeah, so
Is it like shaking up?
I don't think I shook it. I'm just scared.
No, so there's this guy. He has been trying to talk to me, I guess you could say, for a very long time. Like, literally years.
Okay.
Never paid him any mind. Mind you, I was in a relationship for a while too, so it's just like, no. But like, even prior to my relationship, like, he's just been trying for a long time. And I just was like, no. And so I finally gave him a chance, and he just completely blew it. Like,
What are you doing?
he was just wasting my time, basically. It's like you did all that just to waste my time. Literally.
How do we waste your time? So, look, we gotta get into the nitty gritty because
So it was like he would take, if there was no like, how are you doing? No like consistent good mornings or anything like that. It was just like a WYD all the time, or like he wouldn't plan a date.
Pause. Red flag number 1. I cannot stand when someone texts me what you're doing. Like,
Me either.
Like, if this is our first, you know, we've been talking or getting to know each other, you shouldn't be asking me what I'm doing unless you are trying to make plans. Or like, what are you doing? Oh, if you're free, I'm like, FaceTime me. Or like, you know, let's do this. Let's hang out. If you just asking what I'm doing because you have nothing else to talk about, you're wasting my time.
Yeah, so that's what was happening. And he wouldn't like, he never took the initiative to like plan a date or like, you know, just properly court. So it was just like WYD texts all the time, just wasting my time basically. And so I ended up, like, I was being so nice in this situation because normally I'd just be off you, like I wouldn't respond. But I ended up telling him like, well, let's go get something to eat. Girl, this man, we went to Pointy's. It's a little wing spot. It's a little bar. And they
like a pub?
Yeah, it's a pub. It's Pointy's pub. It's a pub.
Okay.
Which is cool. That's fine by me. But my thing was, you sweated me for so long.
Just for you to give me points. I've been to Points East once, and it wasn't anything extravagant. Like, the service is, it's literally a pub. Like, you sit at any table, the pub grab your, like, it's nothing special to it.
And then after that was the only date that we had ever went on. And like, I initiated that. So I just was annoyed because it's like, you spent all this time trying to, you know, get me, I guess. And I finally gave you a chance and you just completely blow it. So at that point I was annoyed. And I was just scrolling through my DMs like, you want to waste my time? You want to waste my time? You want to waste, like, no.
If you're gonna waste my time, okay.
I just feel like guys don't know how to properly like court a woman, or like there's there's typically a lack of like consistency, or maybe it's just me, or maybe they're not really into me. Like, I don't know, which is fine. Like, if you're not into me,
and
but
that's not,
leave me alone.
I feel like us as women, we when people don't meet our standards, we either try and like diminish ours, like, oh, maybe I'm expecting too much, but no, like it's something to have high standards. So like it frustrates me with men because they're quick to be like, well, I'm not gonna sweat you, I'm not gonna do this.
Ooh, don't get me started on that one.
Like they're so quick, like you sweated me until you actually got the opportunity and you did nothing with it,
right.
And that's what frustrates me. So disclaimer, for me personally, this is good, y'all. Good recommendation. For me personally, it takes a lot for me to even go on a date. Like I don't just freely go on dates, like, because I will be wasting your time because I'm not interested in you. Like you can't even keep my interest in a DM. Why would I go on a date with you? You know what I mean? Or like we've been DMing for X, Y, Z time and you haven't made an initiative to actually hang out or kick it. Why would I continue to speak with you?
Right.
Speak to you. So it's just like things like that with, I don't know if it's our generation or just men nowadays, like they just feel like the dating pool is so large for them that you just another pretty face. So they don't need to switch you. They don't need to chase you. They don't need to court you.
I feel like guys, a lot of men, when I get like the, oh, I'm not about to sweat you thing, it's typically because they're like, oh, it's a bunch of other men sweating you, so I don't want to be that guy sweating you. But it's like,
it's their ego.
I gave you the correct. I'm like, it's like I gave you the opportunity. So I'm not thinking about these other guys. So what you mean not gonna sweat? If you're not gonna sweat me, that's cool too. Leave me alone.
But then at the same time, why would I want a man that's not gonna sweat me? Like,
what?
Why would I want somebody that does not sweat me? Like, you should think I am the coldest thing walking.
Yep.
Every day.
It's not even that guys don't think that we're attractive. They obviously do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they know that, and it's kind of like they feel like, oh, she knows she's attractive too, so I don't need to tell her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, why wouldn't you?
How would you say a man should go about getting your attention? Getting it first, so you have to get it to maintain it. Yeah. So let's talk about getting it.
I just think that genuine conversation is always the best way to get a woman's attention. Mm-hmm. Just being yourself, being genuine, just go into it, sharing what interests you in her, or whatever. Just be transparent, like be yourself, and then go from there. Like, I don't know. I think guys think about it too hard. Like, oh, I'm not gonna tell her she's beautiful because everyone tells her she's beautiful. Well, sir, I might not have heard that today.
Right.
I might want to hear from you. I might have been looking at you the whole time.
Exactly. You would never know.
I've gotten that a lot from guys. Like, oh, I'm not gonna sweat you. It's like, but you sweated me up until this point. Up until I finally gave you my number, or finally allowed you to take me out. You want to take me to Point East. So I don't know. I think that men do a terrible job at courting women. Yeah. Either that, or like I said, like another guy. I went on like a rant on Instagram, and like a guy messaged me, and he was like, "Oh well, like he just might not be that into you," and I'm like, "That's completely fine." But why are you in my face in the first place? Right. So then it brings up the question, like, okay, you're probably in everybody's face then. Like, so it's just confusing.
And I also want to add to, for me, if you're seeking me out on social media, by following me, you can tell if I'm the type of girl that you would want to pursue. And granted, social media is a facade. You don't see everybody's every day. But like, let's say I'm reading a book and I post it. Like, if you were to swipe up and take genuine interest in my interest. Yeah. So that, like, I think that'll grab my attention more. Like, it's certain things, like, that I think will catch my attention over, just, hey, how are you? I want to get to know you. Why? What about me? What intrigues you? Like, and not saying you need to write all that out, but know what you want prior to stepping to me. Yeah. Period.
I always appreciate compliments that have nothing to do with the way I look over. Not that I don't appreciate compliments that are about my physical. More weight, yeah, but guys will beg for your attention. Beg in all caps. And when you finally give it to them, they don't know what to do with it. Now all of a sudden you forgot how to pursue a woman, or you want her to prove something. That's what it was. Like, guys be wanting you to prove yourself to them, but it's like, you came to me.
Why you being weird to me? Okay. No, that's it. That's the one.
I said, sir, that's your job. You approached her, and respectfully, she has been declining and ignoring you in the first place. I was gonna say it says I was going to say I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know exactly who needs to hear this. Every guy in my DM, leave me alone. I said I don't like my time wasted. I have way too much going for myself, and I have bills to pay. I'm gonna go in on that part too. Then I said go play in someone else's space and stay in your lane. When I said I have bills to pay, I feel like guys took that like,
we'll go, David.
yeah, but it's like that's not even the case. I just have things to do.
You need to make money.
I need my time in order to pay these bills because you're not going to help me.
Right.
So if I'm taking away from that time, like any time that I have to make money to pay my bills, if I'm giving you that time and you're wasting it, I'm offended.
Right. Because we all got the same 24 hours in a day. So if I just spent 3 hours on a date with you, that's 3 hours I can't get back.
So it's like, why are you wasting my time? I wouldn't waste your time. You guys be having kids.
Okay.
Full-time jobs. And they make their money too.
Right.
So it's like, you have things to do. And I'm not going to come into your life and waste your time. Because that's time that you can be spending with your kid. That's time that you can be spending making money. You know, doing whatever you need to do to be successful. And I'm not going to come into your life and waste your time. So give me that same respect.
Yeah. And then there was another part you wanted to talk about in there. You go ahead and put a story about that. Proving yourself.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand that either. Like, men will come into your life.
Hold on. Because that shit. I'm damn near drunk, y'all. The wine.
Guys will come into your life. Like, they will try to pursue you. Like, literally try to talk to you, ask for your number, ask to take you out, and then act like you got to prove something to them. Like, you act like you have to prove that you're worthy to them. And it's like, well, you need to prove your worthiness, sir, because you're approaching me.
Because one thing about egotistic... one thing about, like, egotistical men... Not this face you make right now. It's nothing wrong with thinking that you're the prize. Nothing wrong. I want a man to hold himself to a high regard. I want a man to think that he's the prize too.
Sure. Two. Have you looked?
Two. Yeah. Two. T-O-O.
And I want y'all to get that together too.
Please, like, yes, please get y'all grammar together. You're beautiful. Y-O-U-R-E.
You are.
Yes. If we gotta do a whole English grammar lesson on this channel, we will. Because y'all need to get it together. Okay? You're beautiful. What are you up to? T-O. I have 2 tickets to the Bucks game. T-W-O. I like going on walks too. T-O-O. Like, please get y'all shit together. Because that is a turn off in itself.
No, they're there and they are.
Oh! I'm melting. Because I literally will not reply to those types of errors. Because it's giving illiterate.
It's not
giving uneducated.
Did not go to USM and Purdue.
No. You don't need to. Because that's something you learn at elementary. And that's the thing. College education, all that shit's irrelevant. If you cannot differentiate your theirs, your twos, your yours, it's raps. Like, every time.
I've been trying to give niggas a pass. Like, just use you are. Like, you know, when you text and just you are.
I really don't like that either, but I'll take it.
I'll take it over. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And it's like, you're an educator. So, like, obviously, you know, teacher mode, you look at that stuff. And then just, like, I've just always had it. Like, even if I make a grammatical error, I'll still go back and correct it right after. Like, it's just
every time.
I can't.
I can't. If you know me and we talk and you have had a grammatical error,
I'm going to correct you.
I have corrected you. And it's just...
And it's love. But we got to get it together. But that's what we were saying about proving yourselves. Yeah, I think egotistical men, but it's when I feel like with a lot of men who have a big ego, they want you to want them. So they want you to like bow
That's
down
exactly
to
what
them.
it is. And a guy has told me that before. He's like, I want you to show me that you want me too. And I understand it. I get it. I understand that you want that. But you have to prove to me that I should want you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just going to want you off rip. I don't even know you yet. Get to know me. And then, you know, we can see if we get there. But you don't even want to get there. You want to come after me and then expect for me to fucking chase you. That makes absolutely no sense.
Or me to be on your line. Not even chase. Because you want me to be available to you. Didn't the man want you bringing him lunch too?
No, that was him. It's the same Pointy guy. Sir, why would I bring you lunch? Have you ever brought me lunch? Why would I bring you lunch? You done lost your damn mind.
I'm bringing you lunch for what? Because he wants everyone to see like, oh, I got this shorty that looks like blase bringing me lunch. I got this girl attached to my hip. She up here. No, prove it.
Girl. When I went on that rant, he texted me. I'm spilling tea now. I got one. Rant, he texted me like, oh, you did too much on Instagram. First of all, sir, I didn't say your name.
Right.
Nothing. Like, I didn't say
if the
you
shoe
just
fits,
feel guilty.
Where that hoe?
But he like, oh, he gonna tell me like, sometimes you need to just sit back and let me lead. Where are you leading me to?
Promised land. The promised land.
Pointy's pub. That's where you leading me to. Okay.
That's where he led you to. That's it. But my thing is, and that's another thing. I can't just drop everything and let you lead after going out one time.
Sorry, what? Now, if you can, what Jill Scott said, she said, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Okay, Jill. Have you ever shot your shot?
Yes. I'm a very bold person. Like, I'm bold. I'ma say how I feel when I feel it.
I am not. So I've shot my shot once. And it almost was like, okay, he already had a sense that he had me because I was the one that made the first move. So he didn't have to court.
I will say that in that situation when I did shoot my shot, I wasn't really even expecting him to court me. I wasn't like, ooh, let me take you on a date.
Right.
But I wasn't expecting him to be like.
So what were you expecting?
What I got. Which was like a genuine friendship.
Yeah.
We never ended up in a relationship, but we were friends. But our friendship became a situationship. And I didn't have like, I don't know. I feel like in that situation, because I was the one that was like bold and like put myself out there. I wasn't even like, I'm not that person that's like nervous about it. Like, oh, I'm putting myself out there. Like, even though I am, but I just.
And I am. I'm the type that's like, I'm not about to.
I just, honestly, I thought he was attractive, like physically. So that's just what it was. And then as I got to know him, it became more than that.
Right.
So then at that point, it was like a mutual thing between us. But initially, I was the one who was like, you fine, sir. How you doing? Yes, but we're still friends to this day. So, yeah. Good situation.
Good little situation. So, where do you think men fail, like, when it comes to actually, like, courting a woman? Like, where do you think things go wrong? Because it's like, okay, you chase, you finally get that opportunity, and then it falls flat. So, like, what part, do you have a timeline? Like,
the first go round, like the first day, the first 24 hours, like if I'm extremely turned off by you, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I recently, well not recently, but maybe like 6 months ago, not even, it was maybe like 3-4 months ago when I went on that date. But this guy, another guy that's just been in my DMs since 2019, whatever. I finally
2019. Okay.
I finally was like, okay, you know, maybe he's genuinely interested in me. Like, I just never gave it the time of day. But when I started dating again, I was like, okay, let me just see what he's talking about.
Right.
So we went on a date. And it went really well. Conversation was great. He was a gentleman. Like, everything was great. And then after that, he doesn't live here. So we continued to like FaceTime here and there. But then it just became a situation where he was literally texting me WID, responding to my stories, WYA or WID, like, and it just was like, hey, that's such a turn off for me. Like, what do you mean where you at or what you doing? Like, what's the plan? What's up? Why are you asking me where I'm at? What's up? What you wanna do? You have plans. And then he got bold enough one time. He texted me at like 2 a.m. Like, where you at?
No, this happened to me before.
Excuse me?
That's happened to me. Like, I was at, this guy invited us to a section, so we there, and then we leave the club. We ended up going somewhere else, but I told him I went home, which was like far. Then he like, come over. I'm sorry? Like.
And with stuff like that, I'm like, okay, this must be something that you're used to.
Yeah. I guess he has that. I don't care about that shit. Like, I don't care about that at all. And I think guys think like, oh, I know this person. I'm plugged in here. I don't give a flying about any of that. So it's like, he's probably used to girls flocking at him because of the people he knows. He's probably used to girls like coming. It's 2 a.m. We've never hung out solo. You want me to pull up to your crib at 2 a.m.?
I'm sorry, what?
For what? Like, what are we gonna do? Because I don't even look at you that way. We haven't even like flirted, talked like that. So clearly there's a misunderstanding in how we both view this friendship or relationship or whatever it is. But it's just like, it's a sense of entitlement that annoys me.
I be offended. So I'm like, excuse me? But then I'm thinking like, okay, this must be something that you're used to. But then on the flip side, I'm like, you're an adult. You should be able to tell the difference between
emotional
intelligence. But
so
that's
now,
how I know that, like, regardless, they gonna try you.
Yeah, they are. It's the audacity every time.
I don't like meeting guys on social media at all. I prefer to meet a man in person.
Because that speaks volumes. Like, the way a man carries himself, you can't see that on social media. And as I said, social media is a facade. Like, I look way more confident on social media than I am in person. You know what I mean? So it's like, the way a person, not just a man, but a way a person carries himself is so evident in person. Like, everything is so telling when you're in somebody's face and you see them in person as opposed to how it looks on social media. So I totally agree with you. Like, I'd rather meet someone in person, or like, I'd rather have somebody else vouch for you as opposed to just meeting a stranger on Instagram or social media.
Absolutely. I've never actually had like a serious relationship with anyone who I met on social media. Ever. Every serious relationship that I've had with that person in person.
I can't say the same. I mean, not relationship, but like situationship. My last one was like through social media.
Really? I didn't know that. Good to know.
But like, we ended up linking in person right away type.
And the vibe was just like there.
Yeah, and the vibe was there.
I just hate meeting guys on social media. Like, I just feel like, not to sound cocky, but I just get there. Guys DM me all the time, so it's just like I really don't pay attention to it because it's so frequent, and it's really a turn off to me. In all honesty, like, I know I look good on Instagram, but you haven't even held a conversation with me yet.
Right.
So,
am I attractive intellectually?
Right.
Like,
you don't know.
You can't. You know.
You just know that you like my physical, and that's cool. I don't like you. Not me being on glass 3, child. Almost.
That's 3?
No, this is 2, but I'm about to be on 3.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel like our last YouTube video, we were drinking wine. Oh no, we had like cranberry vodka or something.
Yeah, we did. We were drinking.
Yeah. I've been drinking.
I
Moscato. Like, moving along, I feel like even in those conversations, like when we were talking about like what you do in sex, you can find out so much about a person by actually reading between the lines or asking questions between the lines. Like, one of my situationships, we got into a whole little, I don't want to say argument, like a back and forth, because I was like, you're a horrible texter. Like, I already don't like texting. I hate texting. I feel like when you're FaceTiming or you're in person, the conversation flows. It's more organic. You're not thinking, oh, if I say this, they're going to say this. Like, it's less calculated. So, like, he would ask questions like, what you doing now? Or, like, how was your day? What'd you do today? So, if I'm listing 4 different things I did today, you're like, oh, okay. You could have picked something like, what was that about? Like, I think a man's intellect goes way further than his physical.
Yeah, I get that out the way immediately if it's somebody that I just met or whatever. Like, nah, you want to text? I'm not even responding to that text. I'll call you.
Like, I don't like
text.
it. I don't like it. Like, the amount of...
Unless it's something just like quick, open the door.
Yeah.
You good with them voice memos.
Oh, I'll send a voice memo real quick, okay? I love a good voice memo. But I think that's good content for today. My camera's actually about to die. We really could probably keep talking on and on about this shit, to be honest. I think that's going to wrap up our video for today, our topic. If you enjoyed it, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. So go ahead and comment down below what other topics you want us to talk about. In conclusion, the sisters say, mean what you say, actually court, don't expect a woman to be, what Jill Scott say?
If you can't tell me what to do, then you can't tell me what to do. But if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. Tell me what to do, baby.
Tell me where to go. Okay, as always, peace, love, and happiness, and tune in to the next video.